My name is Steve and I'm joined by Owen this morning on camera, and we are very excited to have you with us out here in the early morning sunrise. So we have got a few southern ground hornbills just moving through the open area here. We had them calling. My plan is to just see where Tlalamba got to. Lots of elephants around camp last night. I saw some female leopard tracks moving just now, and then we saw these birds. We thought, well, what a way to start. A couple more moving through over there. 3 of them. They've been calling for hours. Their lovely loud resonance, tubular pipe-like call. There's apparently 11 of them here. Oh my word. Love to see the Nkuhuma pride. This is my favorite pride. Spent a lot of time with them. They've spent so much time south of our boundary in the last couple of years. It's been quite sad. But there's lots. There's an adult female. Don't even recognize them anymore. There are 11 of them. A couple of young boys. There's one here on the left. He's enjoying the shade. The rest of them are in some sunshine. So I'm sure they're going to move shortly. Waikisha, lovely line roadblock. Oh, well, 100 meters behind us, there's tracks of a whole herd of buffalo that's crossed the road. No doubt these lions have been on them all morning, all night. You might hear voices. We are not alone in the sighting.
Well, earlier I was trying to find, all sorts of really cool things to look at, but we were in the wrong position. It's not that they weren't here, and this is something that's also really important as guides to remember, is sometimes the first view you have is not always going to necessarily be the best, and more might be revealed if you just reposition slightly. And that's what we did. We moved up onto the dam wall, onto our favorite log, and we found a host of creatures, including this water monitor. Now you can watch how terrapins use their long claws, this is in fact a serrated hinge terrapin, to pull themselves up onto the logs. If you have never seen it before and you've always wondered how do these oddly shaped creatures make it all the way to the top of the log, here we go. Stage fright. Come on. Start with hooking the claws in, and then you have to use a lot of upper body strength. You've got to do half a pull-up and then find a grip with your back feet. Use those very long claws. Very capable diggers. Marsh terrapins and serrated hinge terrapins. I should have just said terrapins in general, right? That would have been easier. And now you can also just see how different the feet are in comparison to a tortoise. So strange. Hi. And you're also demonstrating very nicely.
And of course now we've got a goshawk, pale chanting goshawk. I remember when I first saw them in Amakala, I was blown away just by the beauty of the color palette. Really nice colors. Not sure you'll be able to see too well from here. It is a bit of a long distance visual. But here in Madikwe, they are just everywhere. They're very, very common. Probably the most common raptor you'll see in Madikwe will be the pale chanting goshawk. And if you don't see one, then you're definitely driving around with your eyes closed. We've got a brown hyena. I can't believe it. Wow. I can see a jackal. You are so cute. And I'm just going to stay quiet because they can be quite shy. So, wow, I'm not going to make too much noise. He's found the kill. That's the wildebeest. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I actually just told a vehicle on the road that we're looking for Piri. Piri is hyena. And he just looked at me like I was crazy. Catherine, you're so happy. Me too, me too. Look at him go. Look at that. He's folded it up like a little parcel. And you can see Mr. Jackal still tucking away. We got so lucky with the timing of that brown hyena. And I think the brownie actually just picked up the outer layer, the skin. It looked that way and has left behind, obviously, the bones, the skeleton. I think it will be back. When? I don't know. He's got a lot of chewing to do through that skin. But I do think that brownie's going to come back and try and get some bones. And of course, although brownies are not as big as spotties, they definitely don't have as much muscle mass. They're still much bigger than a jackal. I think we got a nice size comparison earlier. So they'll chase away the jackals. That was a remarkable, remarkable sighting. He just carried away his wee takeaway to eat it in peace. And this is exactly why jackals hang around. Look at that. There's still plenty to eat if you're a jackal. Tiny little mouths. They can get into that little bit of flesh, crunch on a little bit of bones.
They look so cool, slowly walking up the ridge towards the top of the mountain. It looks like potentially these might be some youngsters. They're having a bit of a go at each other. Fascinating to watch, but I think these might be some almost adult chicks. I say that because they're a smidge smaller than the big male and big female, which are off to the side on their own. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are adults, they just look a lot smaller. I don't know. We'll be out and about this afternoon, 2:30 p.m. Central African time. Until then, have a lovely day or evening or night, wherever you are. Stay warm, and we'll see you out for another live safari this afternoon. Bye, everyone.